Hello everyone, this is your Queen Mommy. Welcome to Queen Mommy with QueenMommy FunTalks Season 1. Today's our guest is, she is a versatile dancer and choreographer. She participated in Dance India Dance, Jalak Dikhilaja, Dance with Madhuri, Boogie Oogie, and she is a winner of 2018 Miss India DC. And she is a model, she is a host in Fox 5 Plus for a passion for cars. And she is a black belt and grand champion winner of Taekwondo. Let's welcome Anaghas Sreenivas. Hello Anagha, how are you?
Hi, thank you so much for the introduction. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. You look absolutely beautiful. Namaskara, Queen Mommy. Welcome.
Thank you, Nimu Namaskara. You look gorgeous as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. You are basically Kannadika, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's a Kannadika, guys, so that's the reason I kept Namaskara for her. I know little Kannada, but we're gonna continue in English.
Yeah, no problem.
So let me start with one toughest question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, if you want to make a choice between Andal Kalyanam or Dilbar Dilbar, which one you gonna choose?
So, okay, yeah.
Why asked I this one? Because I see you did extremely traditional Tirupavai and I saw you ultimate Bollywood diva style dancing. They are so different types. I was so so impressed by when I watched that.
Yeah,
You're so dedicated. So I was like this.
Thank you. I think part of just like, so I was trained in classical since I was little. I was 9 years old when I started. So I've always had that classical background, classical like foundation. But then I did start to like branch out into, Bollywood, hip hop, contemporary, and just kind of grow into more styles. So I think both, classical and non-classical, they have their own benefits and they have their own, ups and downs. But I think if I were to choose between Andal Kalyanam and Dilbar Dilbar, I think personally, I whenever I do something traditional, whenever I do something classical, I always feel more, connected to my culture, and I feel more like I can express myself more, because in Bharatanatyam it's all about reenacting different stories or expressing yourself more and doing different abhinayas and dancing like that. So I think when I do classical, I can feel myself connect more with the Indian culture and the backgrounds and just learning more about different things. And not that anything's wrong with Bollywood, I love going just full out dancing and just wearing different kinds of costumes. But I definitely think if I had to choose one day, I would definitely choose classical, because there's so much you can do with it as well. You can do classical fusion, just improvise with it, and there's so much to learn. It's so rich in culture. So I think it's definitely a hard choice, and it's a tough question, like you said. But yeah, I think I'd go with classical.
Amazing. I heard like a lot of people say when you learn classical, you can do any type of dances, most probably. So that's one advantage. See?
Yeah, because it definitely helps you. You've built a foundation as a dancer. And classical itself has so many benefits. It helps you with your posture, your concentration. You learn so much in that dance form. So that's why it just helps you, get other dance forms, I guess, easier than people who are maybe not trained in classical. But again, it depends on the person as well. So, but classical definitely has its benefits.
Amazing, amazing. And so, how, when you started learning this dance?
So, Bharatanatyam, I started when I was about 9 years old. I have a guru in India, and my mom, Mani Sreenivas, she teaches classical here as well. So when we came to America here, when we went to India over break, I used to learn there. When I came back here, my mom used to train me. So I started getting into Bharatanatyam more, and I kept training. I finished my Arangetram when I was 11. So I completed that, and then I'm still learning till this day, but all the foundations are basically over, I guess you could say. And for Kathak, I started same time, around a couple years here and there, but I think it was same time, and I've completed all the 5 years and the exams. So they're both very different styles. Kathak is mainly more graceful, standing up, dancing, spinning. Bharatanatyam, you have Armandi, sitting more, you know. So but I love both of them. And then I started teaching Bollywood when I was in 8th grade. So I was 13, 14. So I started teaching then, and I got into Bollywood, and then I attended workshops, and I kind of grew into more contemporary hip hop, and just kind of tried to expand my dance knowledge as well.
Amazing, amazing. So your roots for dancing, your roots came from your mom. That's
yeah, for
really
sure.
beautiful. So your mom, she's from childhood, she started dancing too, or?
Yeah, from childhood to, I mean, the thing with in India, it was very hard for her to go to a dance class, and it was mainly like she had to, it was all her like self effort. You know, there wasn't like she had to go find a dance class, and she had to make time. She studied medical actually, so it was very and back then too, it was very hard to make time for, you know, classical and dancing. So it wasn't really that popular, I guess you could say, or very supported back then. So she did make time for herself, and she learned it, and so she did complete her training as well. And then she came here, and then she started her dance classes, and so now we have our own dance school as well in Herndon. So
Wow, amazing. What's the name of the dance school?
it's called Nupur and Adam Dance Academy. It's a Bharatanatyam dance school.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
So it's not just learning dance from your mother, and it's like a mom and daughter bonding time also. It's more touchy, right? Anytime. It's just not only dance, it's creates that relationship. That's awesome. Yeah.
I know. Thank you. It's created a different bond, because with dance, you know, we work together for productions, or if we have to choreograph, or you know, organizing things, coordinating things. So, and I have so much to learn from her still. Like she has to, I'm so lazy sometimes. She has to like force me to like get up, do this, and then. But I've learned a lot from her. She's definitely a big inspiration. So.
Awesome. So what make you participate in the pageant? Like you are a Miss India DC 2018. Congratulations for that. And we are so proud. Namma Kannada Hudigi is one Miss India DC. So ಹೆಮ್ಮೆನಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ.
Thank you. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ.
Yeah. I learned after my marriage actually. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah,
I have some roots, but I never knew the language. But now I learn.
You speak Telugu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but about the pageant, so I actually had never done a pageant before. I did fashion shows. I used to model. That I used to, like, you know, just kind of get into fashion shows here and there and model whenever I could. But I was a high school senior actually when we found out about Miss India DC, and then my mom was like, okay, do you just want to do it? You know, before you go to college, it's like a new opportunity, you know. After you go to college, it might be hard for you to come back and all of that. So I decided that, you know, why not? I can just do the pageant, and I wanted to. Something different, something new. So we signed up for Miss India DC, and then I went to the first meeting. I remember I think I was late. I was late to the first meeting. Everyone was already there, and they were talking, and I was like, oh my God, there's so many people. Because all these girls are beautiful, you know, they're all talented. They all have their own accomplishments and everything. So it was definitely very intimidating at first. And then slowly I made friends with everyone. Everyone was so nice, so sweet. And I realized that a pageant community is just more than, you know, competing. It's about making new friends, and they call it sisterhood in pageant. So you kind of you build new friendships and new relationships. So I definitely, that throughout the entire year, throughout the course of the pageant, I made new friendships. And then I'm very proud, and I guess very happy that because after the title of Miss India DC, so many new opportunities opened up. I was invited to speak at many, you know, different youth events. I was offered to model for many different fashion shows and Bollywood designers actually, and Rohit Verma and everyone. And it definitely, I became a youth ambassador for a nonprofit organization called Organization for Rare Diseases, and I got involved with more nonprofits. I basically, using my title, I was able to reach a wider network. because if that title really helped me get out there and just kind of advocate for more causes that I wanted to, even if I wouldn't have otherwise. So like, even if I didn't have the title, I would definitely do these things. Like I would definitely work for nonprofits and organize productions and, you know, just give back to the community. But with the title, what the benefit of the title was that it gave me an opportunity to reach more people, because it's like, oh, she's Miss India DC, or like she has this title, she has this like platform. So it was definitely, participating in the pageant was definitely something new for me, but I'm very happy and I'm very honored to have gotten the title. So
Yeah, when you were in the top 5 list, I mean, when you're on the stage, what was your feeling? Did you expect that you're going to be win?
so yeah, I mean, it was all my friends, all my family was there, everyone was there. I could hear them like screaming. They were all sitting at the back, and it was just like a huge crowd. And I was standing on stage, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is stressful."
Right? That's the most stressful moment in my lifetime. I never waited for my test results or anything.
Because it's like everyone's there, and at this, it's like encouraging, and it's like, oh my god, they're all here to support me. But at the same time, it's like, oh, they're all here. Like it's different feeling. So I remember when I was dancing for my talent round, I could hear, you know, some of my family friends like scream like Anagha, go Anagha, and I was like, this, I could hear them as I was dancing, and I was like, wow, this feels really good. This is amazing. Like that's awesome. I'm very thankful to all my friends and my family for their support. But like in the top 5, as you said, I was standing there and I was like, oh god, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I was prepared for anything. It was a pageant after all, so anything could happen. But I am. I guess I'm happy with
You are there. Absolutely
yeah.
amazing, amazing. So you mentioned about Rohit Verma also.
Yeah.
So how was that experience being a model for Rohit Verma? He's such an amazing and designer. He's I love his work actually.
Yeah.
So how was that experience for you?
Yeah, his work is very different actually. His every single piece is uniquely designed. So I was part of a fashion show called IFAB, and in that fashion show I was honored to walk as a showstopper, and Rohit Verma's collection was also there. So I walked as I wore his different outfits and walked as a showstopper, and just wearing his different clothing and just knowing that I was walking for a designer from India, from Bollywood, and it was like I'm wearing his, you know, his designs, and with walking, you know, the ramp with this, and definitely not the usual. It was definitely something different. I felt like I felt more, I don't know what the word is, honored, and it just felt different, very different.
Yeah,
Because
because you worked with the other designers a lot, and Rohit Verma, when
yeah,
you compare, like, how was his
yeah,
behavior, all those things, yeah.
because all the designers, like even in the US, like they all have so many, you know, different designs to offer. It's amazing to think how like every designer has something unique, like of their own aspect. They add their own creativity to it. So walking for any designer is like amazing. But when I was walking for this one, Rohit Verma, I was like, oh, I'm wearing his designs, you know, like walking and then showing. Because when you're modeling, it's mainly in fashion shows, it's like showing off the outfit. Right? In pageants, it's you're showing off yourself.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
it was definitely different that way, and it was a good experience, a really good experience.
Yeah, did you ever faced, because I always face this type of incident, did you ever faced people will get mostly confused about fashion walks and the pageants, or they both things same, and they're gonna say they both are same, you're just gonna walk, right? Did anybody ask you any time like that?
It's definitely underestimated. I think if you're more in the community, like you are in it, you know, I'm in it, and it's like people that are involved with fashion shows and pageants, they can, I think they'll understand a little bit more of what the difference is. You know, when you walk for pageants, you're walking mainly to show off yourself. Like you're the piece of art here.
Yes.
You're walking, and people have to admire you and like you as a person. But in fashion shows, when you're walking to model an outfit. You're walking to model someone else's designs. So that's when you're showing off more. That's why in pageants, you know, smile, you know, just be yourself. But like in fashion shows, that's why they're more serious. You know, they're more
Yeah. Because
straightforward.
it's not about you, it's just about the
It's about the
artwork
outfit.
from the designers. So yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
But people mostly they'll get confused and they'll be asking this question. Okay, there you go. That's what I used to
I
think.
know. I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about your passion for cause in Fox 5 Plus. You're a host.
Mhm.
So yeah, tell me about how you got that thought. It's your own thought. It's your own show. So
Yeah.
how you got what inspired you to do this?
So I think the main because is I've always been interested in public speaking and talking and writing and just kind of I guess you could say more of that journalism aspect. I'm also taking that course in college as well, journalism and fashion. So I think for me it's like with fashion merchandising and design that I'm taking and journalism, I wanted to combine something and integrate something. So I guess the first step for me is like I realized that for me, fashion and dance and anything creative and in the arts field is kind of what I'm passionate about. It's what I want to do. It's what I want to spread knowledge about and just kind of let other people know. So I think for me, what I wanted to do is I wanted to start a platform for other people who are using their community or sorry, using their passion to give back to their community because service and just giving back to your community is very important. And I learned this like obviously the pageantry as well, right? Like after you get a title, it's not you just don't get the title and the crown and you just don't sit at home, right? You have to like get up, you have to do more nonprofits, you have to give back to the community and kind of use your title in that way. So the importance of giving back to the community and also like not giving up what you love to do. Like everyone has something that maybe could be singing, it could be drawing, it could be cooking, or could be medical, engineering, anything, like anything that you're passionate about. And using both and just kind of integrating it and giving back to the community. Like an example for me why I wanted to start this is because when I was like I said, when I was in 8th grade, my mom and I started choreographing dance productions where we would choreograph a production based on an issue in the world or something that's going on and just kind of spread awareness about it through the dance production. We would use different costumes, we would use different narrations, different dance styles to kind of depict the problem, what was going on, and kind of provide possible solutions and just kind of spread awareness about what's happening. One of the things we did was Rally for Rivers, and it was about the dying rivers in India, led by Sadhguru, he had this mission called Rally for Rivers. And so we named our production Nadi, and we basically talked about the rivers in India, how you can help, and just kind of the whole story behind it. So that was kind of my backstory, my foundation behind starting, because I was like, if we're doing this, there's probably so many other people out there who are using their passion to give back to the community or benefit the community. So Passion for a Cause is basically a show where individuals who are showcasing something that they are advocating for, that they're proud of. And I've gotten many guests on the show who it's so different. Some like to bake cakes, some like to play soccer, some like to, dance, some like to sing, and they're all using that and just kind of benefiting their community. So I think it's very unique, it's very different because everyone has something different to bring on the show. Like it's all something, every guest has something new to show. And I just wanted to interview different people and just kind of see how they're doing it and just kind of help them as well, spread what they're doing, reach a wider network. And on Fox 5 Plus, like it's definitely a huge network. So I wanted to start it there.
That's
GTV and Fox
amazing.
5 Plus.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. So, as a host, you did a lot of them interviewed and you did a lot of things. Now you are in the opposite seat. So, how are you feeling? I'm asking all of
No, it's I mean, being on both sides, I think it has its own perks, it has its own benefits, because when you're interviewing, and you definitely know this as well, like you've been on both sides, I assume. So it's like when you're interviewing someone, right, it's like it's more about how you present the questions, how you ask the questions, what you want to let the other person know to the audience. And when you're on the other side, for me, it's like more about answering, more about sharing what I've done and just kind of getting as much as possible out there. And so I definitely love being on both sides. This is also I like this very much too, because it gives me a chance to talk about what I've done too, as well as interview other people.
So that small appreciation and recognition gives us more boost also. So you should be both sides. Absolutely, I agree with that. Yes. So
Yeah.
you have talent and interest in a lot of different paths. So what do you want to? I mean, what is your future plans? Where do you want to see yourself in like 5 years? Because I see you are a model. and you are a winner of a pageant, and you are journalism, you're into journalism, I mean to say. A lot of things, they are totally different. They won't be matched. So, like, it's so interesting. I'm so amazed by seeing those things. You have various paths. So, what do you want to see? Where do you want to see yourself?
So currently what I'm doing in college is I'm double majoring. So I'm majoring in multimedia journalism and then fashion merchandising and design. So I'm getting into the business aspects of fashion and just more about journalism, the media and everything like that. So like I said, I'm kind of more interested in the creative performing arts field. I was never really into medical or engineering, the usual going to medical, going to engineering. Like I wasn't really into that. And my parents, like I'm very supportive. I'm very thankful for that. They let me choose what I want to do, and they're very supportive of that as well. So I'm very thankful for them. And I'm very, not that there's anything wrong with medical engineering, like they're obviously amazing fields. And but I personally just didn't feel like I wanted to do that, and I was more into the performing arts, creative side, and like just that sort of field. So I think in the future something I want to do is want to integrate both of my like the fields of modeling, dance, fashion, and just that kind of world, and journalism, and create my own platform where I can not only like showcase what I've done but also help others. And for me, I'm more, I guess you could say, like a people person. Like I love working with people and just kind of seeing what they have to offer. So it's more about just working with others and just integrating it that way. So like creative directing and public speaking and just anything in that field. So definitely still working on it, but I think these are some fields that I would definitely love to go into and integrate both of these fields, because I feel like I should do something that I love and that I'm passionate about. That way I can just give my 100% into
Absolutely,
it
absolutely.
and learn more. So those are my plans.
So who is your role model?
My role model, I think off the bat, obviously, my mom. She's definitely always just been supportive, and she's very she understands, like she adapts, and she's kind of she understands how I think, or she understands how the society thinks nowadays, and she's kind of she's more like, you do what you want to do, but make sure you have a set plan, what you're doing, and then you are committed to it. She's the one that taught me how to be very dedicated and committed, because when she chooses something, if she decides to like take on a project, she will give her 100% into it. She won't just do like, well, whatever, like I'll just do this much. Like she makes sure that she actually completes the task, and she gives whatever she has into it. And before, when I was younger, obviously, like it was always about balancing academics and this, and even now as well, it's all about balancing like school life and then this other side of my life. So she taught me how to make sure that I balance both, and even if I choose to do this, I should be dedicated into it. And for her as well, like she did her medical school, she did it in India, and she has her degree and everything. So, and then she came here, and then after like I have two brothers, so like after having she definitely had to choose, because it was hard. It was like her situation right now was very hard to choose one path, to just move out of the country or move out of the state. It was not an easy thing to do when I was very young. So she taught me how to, once you choose something, you be dedicated to it. And then even if life throws something at you or something changes, like you have to learn to adapt to it and work along with it. So she's definitely my first role model.
Yeah, we saw all her dedication, your dedication in your 30 days challenge of Tirupavai. I was seeing each one day of your practice session, I mean the videos, and I know to make that one just single video, you would have practiced a lot behind that. So yeah, of course.
Tirupavai, it was definitely something new. We usually celebrated, we didn't celebrate it like this before. And we decided to go with all 30 days this time. And if each day has its different pashram, and that's like explaining different aspects of Andal and Krishna and different stories. So each pashram has its own different story that it depicts. And I feel like I was able to target a whole new audience with this, because there's so many sides, my family side, that are they're so deeply rooted into classical as well. Like they're very passionate about that, and I got to learn so much about this. I actually didn't have any idea about this before. Like I just knew it was something that we celebrated, but now that I actually did it, I was like, oh, this is very, different, very unique. And to be honest, it was very hard because I had to film every single day. It was a challenge for sure. I would wake up, my mom would choreograph it, I would learn it, and then record it every single day. It was just like learn, record, and it was something that I didn't get a chance to practice it for days and days too. So it was something that was just kind of spontaneous. It's like do this, record, and
Because
it was
it's not
definitely,
just one single day, it's a total 30 days of journey. So
yeah.
you won't even get with all your schoolwork or college work, everything. You have every other things, and
Yeah.
you did amazingly. And I know you learned the Tamil also in that 30 days, right? Not
I learned a few lines. Yeah. My mom speaks Tamil. My mom's side of the family speaks Tamil. My dad's side of the family is Kannada. So my grandma speaks to me in Tamil, and I kind of, I obviously can't respond back in Tamil. I respond back in Kannada. Like my family, we speak Kannada fluently at home. But Tamil, I never really got around to learning it. So like you said, I learned a few lines. My aunt taught me. She was like, you can say this. So I said it. Definitely want to learn this though in the future.
And you were being there at these wonderful, amazing, great people's workshops also, Saroj Khan and a lot of other peoples you did, Samak Dawar. Like, so how was that experience and how you were ended up there?
I started out, just looking out for more opportunities, and I remember my first workshop with Saroj Khan was in New York, and we drove up there and just kind of stayed in my mom's cousin's place, and then I just kind of, our entire family went, right? We all went to the Saroj Khan workshop, and what Saroj Khan does is she gives like this dollar bill that she signs, and it's like a token of recognition from her side when she spots someone um that's like different, that she catches like something different in them, or she thinks that they have some sort of like potential, or she wants to honor them with something. She usually gives like a coin or like a dollar bill, and I was fortunate to receive a dollar bill from her at that workshop. Like she signed it and then she gave it to me. So after that, I learned dollar at that workshop. And I became very much interested in more workshops and dancing. And it was, I started attending, we went to India, I went to Shamak Thakur workshops. And then Dharmesh sir visited here, Shakti Mohan. Because I guess you could say Dance in a Dance definitely heavily inspired me. I went there when I was 14 to compete. And then so I was very, I knew Dharmesh sir, like I knew Shakti and then Geeta. Like I used to watch them on TV all the time. So when I heard that they were coming, that was the first thing. I was like, yeah, I'm going to their workshop and I'm going to learn. And the more I went to every single workshop, the more I learned, the more I was more inspired to go to more workshops. So I learned different styles in every single one. And I just every workshop just motivated me to keep doing more and just learning more.
How you managed? You were in the US, and when you participated, you went to India, and how you managed your schools and other stuff, and how it happened?
Really, that was over the summer.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but I mean, the training and everything happened before summer, so I had to learn the dance,
Okay.
choreograph it, and everything. And then we went to Mumbai over the summer, and then I came back. And since I was 14, so I didn't have like too much of a high school academic burden on me yet. But it was still hard to. It was a challenge to manage both, just practicing for DID, and then during school time, and then traveling to India over the summer. So it was a challenge, but I'm glad that we were able to do it.
Amazing. And you're a YouTuber also, right?
Yeah, I have my channel.
You started with, of course, anybody will start. Even me, I started with 0 subscribers. First one, was my family. My mom was my
Yeah.
first subscriber. I know that. So you are now like more than 40,000 subscribers. So uh, how was this journey? Because
It was I'm sure you can relate to this as well, because when you start a YouTube channel, right, it's like you have this specific, I guess you have like a goal in mind, but sometimes it's like so vague, you don't know what to do, and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna start this and we'll see how it goes. So I always wanted to choreograph like YouTube videos. Like I wanted to do dance videos, and I had so many like favorite songs, and I was like, I should dance to this, and I should upload it, or just kind of dive more into that creative side. And so I had the first dance that I ever did was, there's a song called Attention by Charlie Puth, and it's an English song, and I did classical to it. I did Bharatanatyam to it, and I remember it was 2 whole days. It was hot. It was like 90 degrees outside. And then me and my parents were outside filming this. And I got very like angry at some times. I was very stressed. And it was just like, it was a very different process because it was the first video and I wanted to just get it out there on YouTube. And I think patience is key, which is what I learned later. Like you have to give time. But yeah, I started this just in hopes of, starting able to share my dance choreographies and my different dance styles that I like to do with the world, and just kind of put out there, different ways that you can dance to different songs and different styles. And yeah, I kept uploading videos, and to this day I'm very glad that I reached that many subscribers, and I hope to keep growing and keep doing more. And
absolutely, we wish for that to you, of course.
Thank you.
And if you want to give any suggestion for a new YouTuber, what are you going to do? I mean, what are you going to say for them?
For a new YouTuber,
Mm-hmm.
I would say start off first. Write down things that you're interested. Like, what do you want your channel to be about? What do you want to deliver to your audience? What do you want your audience to see on your channel? Because before you just start one and just start uploading, you should, if you have like a little bit of an idea, like a foundation of what kind of content you want to deliver, it definitely makes it much easier to just develop more ideas off of that and just kind of branch out more and just kind of see what you can do, what you also are capable of, what you have time for. And so definitely just start off by analyzing like yourself and what you're interested in. And then after that, it's just all about, consistency. Just keep uploading, keep doing what you have to do, and keep promoting it, publicizing it, and just to try to get it out, get more of your fans or your loved ones, your fans, your family, your friends to watch it, and just get it out there.
So our next segment is like I call it in Telugu chuchubudlu, like a firecrackers. It's called as internet said so. Whatever internet says about your profession or kind of like, you can just share your opinion on that. So shall we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so our first question is, these days everyone has a lot of pressure to keep up themselves in the social media. Do you really think?
Mm-hmm. I agree with this. Social media has created a huge space where people I feel like they're pressurized sometimes to just go with this flow and go with this certain thing. And especially for dancers, I know you dance at home for yourself sometimes. You dance to, it's your own form of therapy, or it's your own something that you like to do because it gives you that free feeling and it's something you can divert your mind on. But I feel like when you're on social media, although you can literally publicize and promote and get out there and just kind of build a platform for yourself, social media has its benefits, right? But at the same time, I feel like artists sometimes are very much forced into the field where they feel like they have to upload a dance cover, they have to upload a singing cover. It's like every day, like they have to post something, even if you have nothing to post, sometimes it's okay. Like you don't have to upload something every day. There's something I realized is, don't dance for social media. Dance because you want to dance, and then upload that on social media if you want to. But don't be like, oh, I have to put this on my story, so I'm gonna dance for 5 minutes and record it and put it on my story. Like that's not you're not dancing for yourself. You're dancing for social media. So that's a barrier that social media, I think, has placed on our society.
Okay, and there are a formula to get viral in YouTube, or Insta or Facebook. Is there any kind of formula? Do you think so?
Formula? I mean, I wish I did. I'm not sure. I think it's just more about consistency. And
okay, usually people I don't know how that viral things will really work, but
I'm not sure.
If we have known, we would have got viral for sure.
If I knew, I would.
Yeah. So people get rich from viral videos. Do you think?
Rich in the sense, like on YouTube or social media?
Yeah. YouTube or yeah.
I think that too, it just depends on what it is. I know dancers don't make money off of YouTube because they use copyrighted songs, and the songs that they have to use get copyrighted because it's from, a different industry, like it's from the Bollywood industry or some T-series or anything like that. So the songs definitely get copyrighted. So dancers don't make money off of YouTube. But yeah, if you're a YouTuber where you're speaking about something or makeup or anything like that, and you're just talking about personal things or just anything original, and obviously like dancers are original, but the songs are not. So
Yeah,
that's why they got yeah, I mean, if you get viral and you keep growing from there, yeah, it's a possibility.
Okay. Your luck plays very important role to win a pageant.
I don't know. I never looked at it on the luck side. I think it's more about the effort you put into it too. I mean, and how passionate you are about winning. I know some people just do a pageant because their parents force them to, or they have to do it, or they're just not even interested in it. And I think when you're truly focused into it and you're truly passionate about it, you're able to do more. And I think the more you keep doing, you're able to succeed with it if you actually have interest and you're dedicated. So I think I'm looking at it more that way, and just kind of how much effort you put into it. And luck probably plays a role later, but yeah.
So dancers are naturally flexible. Some of us were blessed with natural capacity. About most of us have to work for it.
I think that solely just depends on the person. Dancers, just because you're a dancer doesn't mean that you can, like just convert yourself into like a circle, just bend over or anything like that. Like, I think it just depends on how much you train, your body type, and how everybody is different and everyone's different. And I think it just depends on how you train for it and how you are as a dancer. So I think it's not something that usually can be generalized. Many dancers may not be able to do certain things, while some dancers can. And I think it just depends on the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, there is one granny. I mean, she's my grandma. She just want to say hi. Is that okay for you?
Yeah,
If you don't mind.
fine.
Yeah. She's very old. I know. I need to go and bring her. Just give me a moment. I'll just bring right a moment. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, Anagha. How are you doing? Namaste.
Namaste.
You look very beautiful. Let me wear this. Wow, you look very beautiful.
Thank you.
God bless you, my child. My granddaughter told me you are very, very talented.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I am so glad to meet the granny. You're amazing.
I am always very nice granny. Your grandpa used to say that to me all the time.
Oh, really? You seem like you're a very modern granny.
I started living in America and yeah, I am very modern.
That's good. How long have you been in America?
I have been here more than 1 year.
1 year? Wow. That's very nice. So
How is your parents doing? Are they good?
Yeah, they're good.
Your mom doing very great job by teaching our culture and everything. They're doing very good.
Thank you so much. How's your family doing?
My family doing good. You just spoke to my granddaughter, right?
Yeah, I did. I had a very nice time speaking to her.
Yeah, you speak very beautiful English in Fox TV. I saw the program. My granddaughter doesn't know much. I am better than her.
Yeah, I know. You should have just conducted the interview. I would have talked to you.
I am here.
Yeah,
I am here to do. Yeah. You like my interview or her interview?
No, I love yours much better. It's very much more passionate of your interview.
I saw you and your brother did a very beautiful song dance in the YouTube channel. It went very viral. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
The brother and sister are really rocking.
Thank you. Please tell him to keep dancing now. He's more into lifting, so now he doesn't dance that much.
I wish I would have danced like you. I would be more younger than.
No, you can. Just go practice dancing and you will be able to. And you're such a young grandma. You don't even look old.
Oh, so sweet of you, baby. So sweet of you. I'll call you like a baby now.
Thank you.
You are a very karate, what they call wando. Something they call, I forgot, my granddaughter said something.
Taekwondo.
How you became that? So if somebody comes, you can protect yourself very nice.
I hope so. I trained in it for a while. I became a black belt and then I won the grand championship for the East Coast. So it's definitely a huge milestone. But yeah, Taekwondo definitely helped. I can probably, defend myself. I can defend you too if you need.
Do you think I can do at this age? Do you really think?
Yeah, I think you can.
Then I will come to you. You teach me all.
I will.
Once in a while, I need to use on your grandfather.
I know. That's very essential. No, I can teach you. Don't worry.
Do you do cooking? Do you know any cooking? You are doing dance, other stuff, lot of stuff. Do you?
I know a few basics. I've been learning since I've been home because of the pandemic, not at college right now. So I've been learning stuff at home.
You and me between talk, do you have any boyfriend? Mama, don't tell those things. No.
I don't have any boyfriend. Oh, what are you asking me, Granny?
My granddaughter is calling. I'm gonna leave now.
It was nice. Namaskara.
Tumba ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀಯಾ?
Thank you. ನೀವು ತುಂಬಾ young ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಹಂಗೆ.
That's our Mama Anaga. Hope she didn't trouble you much. And thanks for being here today. I know you had a little busy schedule, but still you made it happen. And thank you so much. It was really a pleasure having you here. At this young age, you are doing a lot of amazing things and you are inspiring a lot of people. Keep doing those things. And we wish you all the success in your life. Thank you so much. And people who are watching here, please do subscribe for Anaghas Sreenivas YouTube channel. And of course, QueenMommy YouTube channel. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity and this interview today. I had lots of fun talking to her and Granny and just speaking more about my experience. So she did a great job in this interview and I'm sure you'll want to see her other interviews as well. So please subscribe to her YouTube channel, QueenMommy Life Hacks, and follow her, support her. She definitely deserves it. Thank you.